Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, you will be learning about comparing and other mixed numbers. Okay, so we have this math problem that we have to solve. It says we have to compare these fractions. So which fraction is greater? We have 2 whole and 1/3 and 1 whole and 2/3. So which of these fractions are greater? We can use the bar model to help us solve this problem. So we have 2 whole, so let's draw our bar. So, and the denominator is 3. And we have 2 whole. So this is our 2 whole. And this is 1/3. So we shade one of it. And this is 1 whole and 2/3. So we draw our bar model. We only have 1 whole and we have 2/3. So we shade 2 of our fractions. So clearly, using the bar model, we can see that 2/3 is greater than 1 whole and 2/3. So we can see the bar model. We can even see compare using the whole numbers. So we put in the greater than simple. So this fraction is greater than this. Right. Let's have a look at another example. Which fraction is smaller? Is it 1 whole and a quarter or 1 whole and 3/4? To do this, first thing is we have to compare the whole numbers. So when we look at the whole numbers, we can see that it's the same. So if it's the same, what we have to do next is compare the fractions. So we can see that this is 1/4 and this is what is 3/4. So we can use the body also to represent this. So this is 1 whole and 1/4. So we shade one portion of the fractions. This is also 1 whole and a 3/4. So we shade 3 portions of the fractions. So clearly we can see that 1/4 is less than 1 and a 3/4. So we put in our less than simple. So we can say that 1/4 is less than 1 and a 3/4. And we can see from the representation that we've done over here. Okay, let's do another example. And with the example, I want you to have a go at home. I want you to try your hands on it. So have a go on it. All right, I hope you got the answer right. So first, what do we need to do? First, we need to check if the whole numbers are the same. Clearly, we can see that the whole numbers, we have 5th whole and the 9th whole. So we don't need to even bother ourselves to go and check the fraction because we know that even the denominators are the same. So all that we have to do is just check the whole numbers, and we can clearly see that 5 is smaller than 9. So the 5 whole is less than the 9th. So the is that. I hope you got it right. All right, let's look at this example. This says put the mixed numbers in order starting from the smallest. So we have to order these fractions from starting from the smallest. So first we have to compare the whole numbers. So we have 3, we have 5, we have 1, and we have 3. So first we can clearly see that 1 is the smallest, so we put our 1, 6 here because the question is asking us to start from the smallest. So we can see that among the whole numbers, this is the smallest. So we start from the smallest, this, and this is 1 whole and 1 6. So we can cross this one out. And when we look through, we can also see that fifth, 5 whole number 2 over 6 is the largest one. So we can clearly put there as the greatest, 2 and 6. So we can cross that one out. Now it's left with a 3 whole number 4 over 6 and a 3 whole number 3 over 6. We can see that all the whole numbers are the same. So if the whole numbers are the same, what we have to do next is then move on to the fractions and compare the fractions. And one thing that you have to always bear in mind that the smaller the fraction, the smaller the numerator, the smaller the fraction. So we can see that 3 and the 4, we can see that the numerator 3 is smaller. So we can put it here. So we have 3 whole 3 over 6. Then comes 3 whole number 4 over 6. Again, let me repeat this, how we got that. Always, when we compare the whole numbers, we can see that they are the same. So we move to the fractions, compare the fractions. And one thing that you have to bear in mind is that the denominator are the same. So we check the numerator. So the numerator, we can see that 3 is smaller than 4. And if the numerator 3 is smaller than 4, then that fraction is small. So we can form a statement that the smaller the numerator, the smaller the fraction. All right, let's have one more example of ordering these fractions. So we have to put these fractions numbers in order starting from the smallest. So first we have to compare the whole numbers. So when we look at the whole numbers, we can see that they are all 7 whole. So this is 7 whole number 3 over 10, 7 whole number 9 over 10, 7 whole number and 1 over 2, and 7 whole number 6 over 10. So if, as the rule says, if all the wholes are the same, now we have to move on and compare the fractions. But hold on, we can see that this is 3/10, this is 9/10, and this is a half, and this is 6 over 10. So we can clearly see that the denominators are not the same. This is a half. So what we have to do is we have to be able to compare the fractions, we have to make the denominator the same. So we have to make sure that we change this to make the denominator the same. So what can we do? All that we have to do is we multiply the denominator by 5 and the numerator by 5 to make the fraction the same. And 2 multiplied by 5, we get 10, and 1 multiplied by 5 is 5. So now we can see that our fractions have changed to 7 whole number 5 and 10. So now we can clearly see that we have all the denominator as the same. So we can now order the fractions. So we see that all the whole numbers are the same. So we move on to compare the fractions now. So we can state that when you look at the numerators, we can see that 3 is clearly the smallest. So we can put 7 whole number, 3 and a 10 as our smallest fraction. Then we move on to the next one. When we compare this, we can see that the numerator 5 is the smallest. So we can put the next one is going to be a 7 whole and 5 over 10. So we've done this and we've done this. It's left with these two. What do you think is going to come next? Well done. So it's going to be 7 whole number, a 6 and a 10. And the last one is going to be 7 whole 9 over 10. 9 over 10. Okay, I want you to have a go at this. Put the mixed numbers in order, starting with the smallest. Have a go at this. Well, I know you did very well. I know it's going to be easy for you because you've done so many examples, so it should be so easy for you. Yes, it's right. So when we look at this first, we have to compare the whole numbers. So we can see that they are different whole numbers. And we can also check the denominators. What we can see is the denominators are the same. So there's no any denominator we have to convert. So because they all have 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So we can order them straight away. So we can see that this is going to be the smallest because it hasn't even got a whole number. So the smallest is going to be our 4, 5, and the next one, when we look at the whole numbers, which one will come first? It's going to be our 2 because it's the smallest. So it's going to be 2 and a 4, 5, and our next one is going to be our 7 whole number 4 and the 5, and the next one in line is going to be our 17 whole number 4 and the 5, and the last one is going to be 81 and the 5. So this is how we compare and order mixed numbers. I hope you like the video.
Make sure to like and subscribe, and comment down below what video we should do next. Bye.